Okay. It's fun to get back in the swing of things. Get to watch some Reinhardt gameplay. Let's skip ahead a bit, get to the gameplay. Running 2 Widows. It's primarily going to be 5v5 then. Kind of just forcing space, forcing card space. Preventing them from coming down. They're going to want to rotate back. Want to be ready for him to rotate back. Pushing really aggressively. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Already have shatter. I mean, that's fast. So, right as they drop down, you kind of push the Reinhardt. So let's take it a little slower. So you're kind of just like hard swinging. What do they do? What do they do? And then you get really focused on that Reinhardt when you hit that fire strike. So your goal is to pin the Reinhardt. As soon as you get this value, this is really good. As you persist to try and hold on and kill them, they can all just turn around and kill you. Where a more ideal play would be... Okay, let's hide that chat. Let's just take it back for a couple seconds. So you pin him in. Right here, you're in a perfect place. As soon as you know he's really low, but then you get caught in a corner because you pushed just a little too far, where if instead, because I still stand by, this pin turns out really well. You just, right there, that's the mistake that gets you killed. Where if you play more for your team and the space you just took, instead of confirming the kills, you would still get a large amount of value because you'd be up a main tank, most likely. Or at least have very good space to engage as a full team. Kind of putting some damage on the Ryan. I like it, I like it. Trying to engage. Yeah, you realize that you can't kill him. That's good. Oh my goodness. You're dead. You live. It's very fortunate. You had a couple of people to back you up. That was risky. Oh my goodness, that's so alpha. Oh, he's rolled. You just take his space. Yeah, this is really good. That was a really risky pin, but that shatter was really, really good. Here you could be taking a bit more space. You don't have to... You shouldn't be the one on cart as the main tank. At least not in this situation. You want to hold front lines more. Oh. Yeah. You really... I like the pins, but I also don't like the pins. Because... they seem, in my opinion, a little over-aggressive. A little like, I just want to press Shift/E, whichever one you have it bound to. I have it bound to E personally, because I like it there. But I just want to press Shift because I think he's going to push here. While also neglecting one rule of thumb that is very good as a Reinhardt main. Is if you're close to shatter or have shatter, assume he's maybe 50 plus to shatter. If you're swinging a lot, it's probably more around 50, maybe even less, but most likely 50. But generally, it's just safe to assume he has shatter when you have shatter. Unless you're completely demolishing him in your play style, and he can't do anything. So you kind of neglect that idea of blocking the shatter because you're very focused on, I want to pin him right there. What the heck just happened to my camera? And you give him a free angle on both your supports and your Genji, and then he just pushes your backline. There's that. Now you're caught out because he pushes into your backline, and you guys have to just reset. You don't have really a choice. It's just hard to run. Where'd my cat go? I'm sad.
No one can do it from my sight.
He's probably looking for your shatter here. Give me 1 sec. I just need to reply to that. Sorry. Okay. There we go. That's just my girlfriend. Okay. So you try and counter pin. Did he pin behind you? Yeah. Oh, come on! It's okay. Messing up my recording. So yeah, he pins behind you. He misses his pin. Then you have all this space. You have really good space here. You have shatter. That's a big shatter if you push forward and capitalize. Oh my goodness. It's so large, but you just, you focus more on the bob than the shatter. Now you have to outplay him. Get the pin. You gotta block that. Oh, you survive. And you also get a big shatter. So far, you're kind of just destroying him. Real talk. He's only had one really decent play. Yeah, just take the space as you do. Yeah, hit him, hit him. Yeah, you're okay. You have a brick with you. You support a brick. Yeah, you want to back out now. Oh. Do you do it? Oh, that's so unlucky. They overult for it though. Yeah, it's good that you're not going out, just hard resetting. It's proper play. Yeah, and then you have this risky choke. You're like, how do I push out of it? Your Genji dies early, so now you're kind of in a rough spot. But you're okay. Kinda. Just swinging, taking a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Just pin him. What does he do? This is very scary. You need to back out. You guys get 2 kills, which is insane. You get a big shatter. They are forcing you to pop ults coming out of your spawn, which is not ideal for you guys. But if you kind of shove their doors... Shove him. Kill him. Careful with the shatter. Oh my god, he gets stunned out of it. They swap Bastion? What? Oh, okay. Yeah. That would have been good if... Where did you Genji blade? When did you Genji blade? So, she pops that. Your Genji still has blade. He insta-dies. Oh no. Yeah, that's unlucky. So you guys popped Grav blade for a lost fight. That's rough. It wasn't a lost fight at first, but it became a lost fight, which is unlucky. So yeah, this is kind of free space. Your Genji might have just killed himself. And then just try and get out. You just need to run. You might have been able to get out if you had kind of like shield hopped out main. Maybe. It was more likely than just sitting there and dying anyway. It's a good Bob. You guys have a really good option, but he dies so fast. Okay, so right here, I know, like, so far I've seen you're a very aggressive Reinhardt, which I like. Bob gets melted, and then you go in hard and maintain 1,600 shields for that entire interaction because you never put it up. And you just take 500 damage and get bursted because you're so focused on swinging on them. Oh, this poor monkey. Oh my god, they're 14. Oh no, dude. Okay. That was like just blind aggression. I want to press Q because I've had it for a long time. At this distance, it's not very likely you're going to get very good value. Like he'll... Okay, sorry. I'm getting a lot of things happen all of a sudden. Give me 1 second. Okay, mom called. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Let me just show you. So here, things are okay. La da 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 da. Monkey gets actually rolled. And then, right... My goodness! I pressed O again. Ah, my goodness. Da 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 da. Monkey's dying, monkey's dying. Right here. At this distance, he 100% has the reaction time to just block. Like, it's not very hard at this distance to see a Reinhardt shattering and then to block. Where if you were right in front of him, the wave would be hard to block, where it kind of it goes whee all the way across the ground, and it's not an instant. So the more distance you have between you and him, the more time he has to put up his shield and block it. Now here, he doesn't even have to put down his shield, because he ends up putting up his shield, and then you pop Q. But that is one thing that you should keep in mind when popping Shatter, is the distance you are from the enemy Rein, because everything impacts his reaction time. Now, let get rid of this off my screen. Your team is still kind of popping off. You just have to get out of spawn and get to them. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, block the Bastion. That's good. Oh, you have no reason to pin there. Okay, so I get you like to pin a lot. So go here. Da 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 da. Right here. Your goal is to pin. Okay, so if you're thinking what is possible is you want to pin someone against this corner. If you're not thinking specifically that, then you're thinking I want to pin down this way. And the best result you'll get from pinning down this way is maybe pinning someone against this. But in the situation you're in, you're most likely not going to get a pin, where instead you could just be standing around where Zarya is, swinging your 75 damage a swing hammer, killing whatever this is, Moira, who just faded, killing the Genji, possibly, instead of kind of wasting a couple seconds and a lot of health. Like, let's see how much health is actually wasted off of doing that. I mean, I get you know it's not good now, but like, to actually count the numbers. So you're at 500. You take one slash. It's okay. You take that slash anyway. And then you just hard focus swinging. So you lose a bit of health before anything really happens. It's kind of inconsequential. I thought it could be more, but it wasn't. Suffice to say, there are better things to do than to pin in that situation. Haha, Bastion go Burt. Slow it down. Oh, start off my fast forward with a kill. Easy peasy. Kind of just chilling. You use your Genji early, which is not ideal. But Moira makes a mistake, pushes back forward, you get a kill. You want to rotate back. That's good, you're rotating. You're still okay. Very dead set on trying to pin that. It does net you something, which is kind of ridiculous. And then you're just contesting the cart. They have to drop to stop your contest. Then you go for another pin. That was a safe pin. That was a good pin. It forces whoever's in that spot to move. I'm pretty sure you might know like what constitutes a safe pin and what isn't a safe pin. And primarily it's like how close is the wall I'm trying to hit. Like in this position where you did pin from, as a little earlier, this is a very safe position because you'll hit this wall very fast. Where pinning from like this position is super unsafe because, oh, look how far it is to this wall, and there's a huge angle to maybe do whatever they want to stop you, and then yeah. But that's generally what you should be looking at when you're trying to do a pin, is how close is the wall to the person I'm trying to pin. Or how close is the closest wall I'm trying to hit. shield. That's big possibilities there. Oh, there it is. 2 kills. Pin the diva back. Oh, very nice. You're kind of using Reinhardt's hammer in a way that can be effective, but is also ineffective because you can't tell what the heck you're looking at. I mean, you can kind of tell, but like you can't tell what you could be focusing, what you should be focusing, because your screen's just get motion sickness watching this. If you're trying to optimize like your range for Reinhardt, generally you should be trying to use the edges of your hammer swing, which is like around here. Around here on your screen, really. So if someone's in this position on your screen, you're able to hit them, where if they're at this position on your screen, you're not really able to hit them. Let's see if I can give a... Sorry. Okay. Let's do this another way. Let's take this into windowed real quick. Or borderless window's better. Then I can go over here, open up Epic Pen. Where is it? Where are you, Epic Pen? Ah, here you are. Fantastic. So, in this situation, let me draw out what your hammer hitbox kind of looks like. So, let's say this is Reinhardt, and and you're trying. Okay, never mind. Let me think of another way of explaining this. So, say this diva right here. You're looking directly at her. Like she's like right here. Right? But just like a little farther away for perspective. If you were to be swinging your hammer left and right, it doesn't actually curve out like you might think. It's more like this. So you swing your hammer, and the farthest points that you can hit are the edges, where the center is much closer to your actual hitbox. So if you were to turn your sights more this angle and hit her, and have your hammer hitbox go across this distance, your hammer would be able to hit her, where if she were right here, you wouldn't be able to hit her because your hammer doesn't reach out that far. Does that make sense? So that's why swinging left and right with your camera does have the potential of dealing more damage, but to optimize it better is to put into practice what I just talked about, which is optimizing the distance you're using for the hitbox for your swing. Oh my god. Oh, you should have just gone for it. That would have hit. That would have been insane. Nice try. So they're dropping down main, which is kind of silly. They're playing directly into your hand, basically. Now you need to be ready to block that. Nice. You're kind of okay. You jumped over her head. Very nice. And then you go to pin her. Unfortunate. But it was still a good pin. Had the potential for greatness. I'm sorry. Fans making noise. There's also just a little bit of mic static. I'm working on getting a better mic lately. Oh yeah, you're in a rough spot there. So here your team should be resetting. It's not really like they have a choice, but either way they should be. And then just setting up for final touch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you take a little bit of damage off of trying to engage him here. Force out a cooldown. You're still okay. And the monkey popped his bubble way too early, so you just wait for that to go down. You don't have to push into it, you just have to wait. That's big. Nice. Good kill. Good try. That monkey. The monkey's the red. Okay. You kind of lost focus when you heard the Zarya grab, where you could have focused the monkey. You don't necessarily have to tunnel vision on the grab if you're out of range. More focus on what you can actively hit in the moment. You hear the Genji behind. You put a bit of damage. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, you're so far and you're not putting up your shield. There it is. If you're gonna die on cart. Oh, okay, yeah, you just back out. If you're down 3, you should really be dying on cart. Unless somehow this turns around. What? Okay, it doesn't actually turn around. During that whole sequence, if you had died on cart, maybe your team might have been able to get another touch. Because second point on Jib is really short and really consists of 3 points where a fight can really happen. And as soon as you've hit... Okay, so let me kind of... So it consists of 3 points where a fight can really happen. One is around right here, which is where the primary or the first fight generally happens because the defending team's either backing up because they lost the fight or realize that the point is lost and are kind of rotating out. So this is where the first fight kind of happens. And then the second position for a fight to really happen is here. But as soon as the cart really hits this position, you're not off of respawns. It's most likely going to be staggered respawns, trying to touch point, maybe have someone pop off. So if you had decided, which is difficult to decide, to just die on cart in this position, you probably would have been able to get a second touch instead of giving up space this whole time and ending up about here when your teammates start respawning and then dying when the cart's about here. So there's no chance for getting another touch. Here you can be looking for a good shatter. That's a really good opportunity. Oh, okay, that Genji ult's a little over. Maybe put yourself really far, but hopefully you get the support. Yeah, you have the support, you have the team, you can take a fight. Yeah, find that monkey, find him. Okay. Oh boy, and then, okay. It would have made far more sense to just push the monkey instead of pinning into whatever, into the attempt at Echo. That monkey was a more likely target to die than the risky pin. Yeah, you're gonna die. Just need to reset and spawn. Swap into Sigma. Okay, okay. You're gonna get pushed off. Oh, he just gets rolled. best option is to try and rock. Good try. Very good block. Yeah, unfortunately, not much can be done at that point. That still does not mean the block was bad. The block was very good. Okay. So, I'd say the primary issue that I see is the risky pins you take. I love the aggression of them. You also have to try and rein them in a bit. Sometimes you're going for pins that are very safe. Like there are some times when pins are very safe. If I remember correctly, around here. Well, that's a fairly safe pin. Where you're kind of taking a fight down here. You're waiting for them to push up. Is it next fight? Okay, I think it's next fight. But here you're kind of waiting for them to push up. And then you're looking, you're waiting, you're expecting. And then you do a really safe pin, which is a short pin, onto something, hoping someone comes through this space. And that's a very safe pin. Whereas a pin, is it this fight? So yeah, you take it real far, real far. Now they're gonna start getting respawns. You know that at this point. If you take a fight versus that monkey, at that health value, he'd still die. I'm just letting you know. Especially since the Ana missed. But here, this might look like a safe pin, but they're getting respawns. And this is their spawn. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Okay. Yeah. So now you're in a really rough spot because you've I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but you've put yourself into a really deep position and maintained it without confirming a kill. Now where's another instance of a risky pin? I don't think there were many instances of like extremely risky pins from my recollection, but there were instances of just kind of silly pins that end up with no value. Oh wait, no, there is a really good example of a risky pin. It's literally the first pin you do. And I still stand by that it turns out, but then your aggressive nature shows itself and it gets you punished. So the best way to maybe fix something like this is know when going or knowing how far is too far and when it's safe to go too far. It's kind of hard to judge those things, but with more time and more practice and maybe looking out for those situations more frequently, you'll get more accustomed to, okay, I can go this distance, and then maybe if I find myself at the cusp of going too far, then it's all, personally, it's all feeling from experience on, can I edge this forward and maybe confirm a kill, or do I have to fall back and confirm the space that I've just taken? That seems like a point that would be very useful to practice. Space confirmation versus balls deep aggression. Like what? It's that cutoff point of what can I get away with, and then once I know what I can get away with, confirming what I've gotten away with and maintaining it. Do I have any good game modes to maybe give to practice some things? Let me see if I still know the code. Create. If I know it, I don't. I'll try. PH4PL? Wait, no. Did that work? No. PH4PL. Oh, no. PH4PL. Darn it. Okay, that's not it. Presets. Do I have it saved? Rhine. Yes. But it doesn't tell me the code. Darn. Okay. So, downloading this code specifically, I'll link it to you on your Fiverr. But this is let me show you. So I've decided on it. I'll show you what it is. It's something to help practice rhyme mechanics, because I've found it personally very helpful. Yeah, interact. So this one's specifically like Earth Shatter blocking practice, and he's very good at it. Like he's very strong at what he does, because it's purely a bot. See what I mean? Like, it's very difficult. No, that's not it. There we go. So I can change the mode by crouching. This stuff doesn't really matter, but if you're looking to practice Reinhardt mechanics and up your Reinhardt mechanics generally, this is a really good game mode to do it. I'll link you the code alongside the finished work. But yeah. The main point is, well, I've already covered the main point, so I guess I'll leave it off here. Hopefully I was of use. Hopefully you'll be able to use the information I've given you effectively. And, yeah.